know that you can just pick the timeline that you're on? There's like so much going on out there, and there's so many options for all these timelines, but you can just choose the one you want. So let's get into it and let's talk about what that means. If you want to know which timeline of all the options, the smorgasbord of options that you're seeing out there, if you want to know which one you're actually choosing, pay attention to like how you feel. Pay attention to those private inside thoughts that you don't share with any of the people, right? Pay attention to your attitude, your mood, just like on a general overall basis, right? Just like the average sum of all that energy. Is it higher? Is it lower? Are you cranky complaining about everything? Or do you try to see things in more of a positive light? Are you focused on other people or are you focused on yourself? If you're focused on things that you don't prefer, you are choosing actively the timeline of the things you don't prefer. But if your energy is focused on the things that you do prefer, I'm talking about not your emotions, but all the things out here, all the magic and the chaos that's going on out here, then you're going to choose the timeline for the things that you prefer. Now, if your energy is kind of downtrodden and kind of negative, like pay attention to the things that you're saying, because you may not even realize you're saying. Even maybe ask your friends, right? Like, what's my general mood? What's my general attitude, right? Am I more of an Eeyore? Am I more of a Tigger? What a weird thing. That's the second time that I have made a Winnie the Pooh reference. I am like not a Winnie the Pooh person. Weird. That must be for somebody, because that's not for me. That's so bizarre. I love it. So really though, are you more of a Tigger or are you more of an Eeyore, right? If you're more of an Eeyore, then the world that you're going to see reflected out here is going to look like a bunch of Eeyores. And if you're more of a Tigger, same thing. The world out here is going to feel like a whole bunch of Tiggers. You attract exactly what you are, because the universe is a mirror to you. So if you're running into a bunch of people out in public who are rude and who are maybe aggressive drivers, or who leave their freaking car out in the middle of the freaking aisle so nobody can get by, babes, your energy matches that. And that doesn't mean that you're exhibiting those exact same behaviors. I mean, you could be, but that doesn't mean that. What that actually means is your vibrational frequency matches their vibrational frequency, and that's why you're seeing a lot of them. And I'm not talking about like an outlier here and there. I'm talking about the majority of people that you see out in the wild when you go out there to go do your human things. So if you don't like that, if you don't like the people that you see, look in here and go, okay, what am I doing that is like the same kind of like energy, the same kind of frequency of what those people are doing? I know I'm not leaving my car out in the middle, but maybe I'm not paying attention to the people around me. Maybe I'm just not aware of my surroundings, right? Or I'm not really a rude or aggressive driver, but maybe I'm not taking other people into consideration when I'm driving. If I like to drive a lot slower than everybody else, maybe I shouldn't be driving in the fast lane. Maybe I should be driving in the slow lane. Things like that. You want to be aware of your energy, because your energy is telling you what timelines you are actively choosing. And if you are not actively choosing timelines, guess what? You are. You are. Even if you're choosing them by default, you're choosing your own timelines. It's by your energy, it's by your behavior, it's by your mood, it's by all of that stuff. What questions do you guys have about that? Drop them in the comments.